Guys, how is everyone doing? Good morning or good afternoon, wherever you may be. Barcelona wins 7-3. There's so much to say, there's so much to get to. Let me know, guys. Get in the chat. Please like the stream. Welcome to the post game show number two, as game number two for the preseason is officially off the books. Wow, guys. Lamin Yamal. Let's get to everyone who scored. First and foremost, let's get to all the protagonists. Let's get to who was the man of the match, and it has to be Lamin Yamal. Lamin Yamal literally could have had an insane first half. Like he should have 4 goals. He scored 2 goals. The second one was an amazing goal. And by the way, have you guys noticed how much better Lamine Yamal looks right now and how much more electric? Dude, he is on a mission. And this coming up season, he's going to break through. But guys, before we even get to the show, right? Before we even get to all the good, the bad, and the ugly, guys, please get in the chat. Please like the stream. There's 32 people watching. I'm trying to get to 3,000 subscribers. If you guys haven't subscribed, you guys can expect a post-game show after every single Barcelona game. And guys, I gotta thank my man Will for redirecting his audience. Right, he's in the house, and I want to say thank you guys for always being here. But guys, let's talk about Lamine Yamal. Down the right, he had a bad game the very first postseason game. I'm sorry, the very first preseason game. He had a bad game, but now he came back more focused, more electric, with more of a purpose. And what did he do? The first one should have been the Lewandowski goal, which happens every single time, right? That Lewandowski goal was all Lamine Yamal down the seam. He takes a good shot, hits the post, it bangs, comes back to Lewandowski. Lewandowski gets the first goal. That's first blood, and that was like kicking myself. Like, I want to see Lamine Yamal score. I want to see Lamine Yamal with the number 10 and debut. And then what did he do? Couple of minutes later, right? He gets that goal, and then a lot of Madrid accounts are already, bashing him for this, and already because he crowned it himself. Hey, it's a message. Don't get it twisted. Lamine Yamal, he's such a guy who always has a purpose, right? Always has a purpose. It's the first Lamine Yamal number 10 goal, and he had to do the crown. He had to do the crown, guys. That was amazing. How did you guys think about Lamine Yamal first game? And then, because after that, then he gets, Barcelona. We're going to get to the bad because there's plenty of bad to talk about. I thought that the defense, once again, wasn't what we expected against Seoul. And that first half, guys, the first half was incredible. I mean, entertaining. It was Barcelona scoring. It was Seoul scoring, and I guess our bad defense kind of opens up a room for us to have that kind of a game. But right before the half, I think it was a 44th minute. What's his name? His name was Arabi, dude. Arabi, Acerebi. These names, man, they just drive me crazy every single time. But Arabi was the one who scored on what it seems to me that yet again I have to talk about Araujo on a preseason game, and I kind of have to go at him because once again he's such a moments guy. He had a good game, okay? He had a good game. He did, but again, he makes a mistake on that goal. He's too close to Kubarsi, and then Kubarsi, he's trying to go back, and then Araujo's trying to go back on that play, trying to make up for his mistake, but he doesn't get back in time. Both goals, no chance for John Garcia, which I'm so freaking kicking myself because I want to see at least give him a shot to save these goals, man. It was asinine that we conceded 2 goals in the first half, in the first to begin with. I know it's a preseason game. I know I'm overreacting. I just want to see my man John Garcia step up to the plate and be who he can be. But Barcelona doesn't give him a chance at all. And both of these goals, one of them is like a banger off the freaking post and then goes in. And the other one, it's really just a crazy cross, right? There's nothing you can do there. Again, so both of these instances, that was just bad. That was just not good at all. But it was entertaining. And then what happens? And then down the seam again, once again. In that first goal, though, Dani Olmo was very good in the first half, but he doesn't hit. There was another play where I think it was Rafinha who gets an amazing. She goes down the flank on the left flank, and it just an amazing run, gives a cross. Dani Olmo picks it up in the middle, kind of like in the penalty point, and then he just kind of flips, and then Dani Olmo tries to finish it, and then he misses. And then he had Lamine Yamal on the right. That would have been his second goal of the night. And then that other play that I was talking about, that amazing goal where Lamine Yamal just kind of bodies up a defender, cuts inside like he likes to do, goes to his left foot. Such an iconic Barcelona thing. A number 10 on the right, cutting inside, banger to the right of the keeper, golazo by Lamine Yamal, which should have been his number 3rd goal. But guys, after that, we already knew Lamine Yamal wasn't going to let that game go 2-2 in the first half. He had to score that banger, which was amazing, by the way. But at that point, it was 3-2, and we went to the half. But before I get to my second half, which is really what's really important in this show, that we talk about the second half, I want to address you guys. But guys, before you do that, please like the stream. There's 80 people watching. These post-game shows have been fire so far. You guys have showed up. I'm incredibly happy. But guys, get in the chat. I know I haven't gotten to any of you yet. So yeah, like I said, Barcelona gets the victory, guys. And it's 7-3. And it did seem like a preseason game, didn't it? But that was an amazing stadium. Who out of all of you noticed that was a really, really nice stadium? But yeah, there's Omar BYT in the house with the raid. I appreciate that, man. Thank you so much. There's also Barca Reacts in the house. I do appreciate my man Carnage Raid. Like I said, he always shows up, always comes through, man. I appreciate everyone who is coming through with all these raids. I really, really, really do appreciate it. But let me see what you guys are saying. Let's see what you guys are saying as far as the preseason, right? It says no Rashi, no goal. Yeah, I mean, Rashford didn't have the best. Okay, so he's gonna be a moments guy for Barcelona. You gotta give him time. I thought that in a crazy way, I thought that Rashford had a better game today because he looked like more on the team. Remember, that goal in the second half, the first goal, that was him in the middle of the field, picking up a ball and going to the left flank to the left back. That is what he did on that. I'm not like saying like, okay, I'm not trying hard to give him credit, but what I'm saying is I can see him starting to work a little bit more and a little bit more and a little bit more. And he's going to be a moments guy. He's not going to get a lot of touches, but he's going to have his chances. He's going to have a way. And I understand that last game he had more chances. There was also more space. So it just kind of depends. I just feel like in this game in particular, the spacing was more in the middle than on the flanks. Sometimes it's just the way it goes. So my man Blaugrana Zone, and guys, he's got a new channel. If you guys can go subscribe to him, that would mean a lot to him. He's very knowledgeable of the game. He's gonna be uploading a lot of Barcelona content, so you got to go subscribe to this guy. Gavi breakthrough. Yeah, no. So I'm gonna talk on Gavi. Right now, once I get to the whole team, right, I'm gonna talk about every single player, what I thought about everybody. As soon as I address the chat, and I'm gonna talk about Gavi for sure. Olmo first touch is so horrible, man. Yeah, well, I mean, Olmo is a very clinical player. He had an incredible, dude. That first goal, it was all Dani Olmo picking up the ball in the middle of the field, going in stride, all in attacking that space, box to box. That is just how Dani Olmo operates. He's very good on the ball. Yes, you're right. Sometimes when he needs to control the ball, he does have those issues. He can't do that sometimes, and it kind of gets on the way. Like he gets on his own way sometimes. But once he controls the ball, he's so clinical. He's so good. And honestly, that first goal was all Dani Olmo. But Dani Olmo could have given Lamine Yamal the hat trick. That's what I'm saying. I think that's kind of what you mean there, to be honest. So it says, my opinion, Rashford is that his unbelievable on the ball and creates so well. His off the ball movement through though is a bit lacking. Yeah, he's off the ball. You're totally right on that. Once he's on the ball, he knows where to go, right? Once he's on the ball, he'll know, like, if he has to go down the left. That's exactly what he did on the first goal in the second half. What is up, my man? He's Dali's in the house. Gavi Glaze is crazy. Well, I'm gonna get to Gavi because I thought, I'll just get to it right now because that's two chats right now. Okay, so my thoughts on Gavi, right? He didn't have a good game. Once again, his game was very mediocre. Like then all of a sudden, he picks up a ball outside the box, creates his own shot, takes it, bangs it. Now, the goalkeeper does make a huge mistake. He looked very, very pathetic on that shot from Gavi as well. So it sugar-coated a little bit, honestly. But Gavi, it's on the clock. And I'm going to make a prediction. I got to make a video because, honestly, I think that Gavi is starting to worry me a little bit because if he doesn't start clicking in this Hansi Flick offense, I don't know how much patience Hansi Flick is going to have. Now, I did see that moment after the goal where Flick is talking to Gavi and Gavi went to hug Flick. That is a bond that they have together. So I don't know if there's a bond here and Flick really likes Gavi to the point to where he's going to be really patient with him. I don't know that. It does kind of look like that. So maybe this, Gavi situation, maybe Gavi is just a Flick type of player and type of guy, and Flick really will trust him and give him that confidence. But honestly, he didn't have the best game. He had pretty mediocre, but at the end of the day, he gets the goal. That Gavi's game was so much like a Lewandowski type of game where you don't play well and then all of a sudden you hit a banger and you score. That's my only knock. To be quite frankly with you guys, as far as Gavi. But guys, you guys are killing it, man. A lot of chats, 141 people watching. Can we at least get to 50 likes right now? That'll help us grow the channel, get to more people. But yeah, this is the post-game show. If you're just tuning in, just letting you know there's a post-game show after every Barcelona game in this channel for this coming up season. So we're basically waking up at 6 a.m. to do this. So yeah, guys, I appreciate everyone. I want to see what time are you guys watching me from. And yeah, I'll try to get to as many of these chats, and I'll try to pick on the ones that I think are really interesting. Thoughts on Hector Ford? Okay, so it's interesting. I thought Hector Ford was very good today. He had a good game. He was very he was very good on defense too. I thought his defense was very, very solid, as I've ever seen it. I didn't see a lot on the attack. Rooney Bargi was asking for that extra help, and he didn't get it. Rooney Bargi needed Hector Ford to move a little bit better. But overall, I just want you to give me something good, and if defense is what you're gonna give me, then I'll take it. Now, something that I thought it was really interesting tonight was that Gerard Martin, guys, why did he play as a CB today? Why was Gerard Martin playing CB? And you know what? Now that I'm talking about Gerard Martin, I need to get to the fact that if I'm Araujo, with that big body, with that big physical abilities that he has, and the speed that he have, how is Gerard Martin outplaying you? How is Gerard Martin having a better game in the second half? than one Ronald Araujo. I will never understand it for the life of me. I think Araujo has the makings of being a great CB, one of the top in the world, but he just won't do it, man. He's just not going to do the work, and that is my only issue with Gerard. With my only issue with Ronald Araujo, he does make that mistake in the second goal to me, and I thought it just drove me nuts, man. When I saw that, I was like, of course, dude. Once again, it's Ronald Araujo making that mistake. But overall, though, I did like Hector Ford. I don't know why he didn't play last game, but what I saw today, it was very, very promising. I'm not gonna lie. And once again, guys, the second unit outplaying the first unit, dude. Surprise, surprise, right? These games are always gonna play like this. Like the number one team, it's so confident. They know they're gonna start every game, so they're not trying as hard. But I do love what I saw from Lamine Yamal, dude. I'm telling you guys, Lamine Yamal looks on another level. And I know you guys are gonna say it's preseason, you're overreacting. He looks better physically, he looks stronger, he looks more twitchy. I think Lamine Yamal will have a breakthrough season this coming up season, guys. I'm so excited. I cannot wait to see this team play a meaningful game, guys. But guys, yeah, you guys are killing the chat, man. I appreciate everyone who showed up and you too. Hey, Dali, thank you so much for stopping by too. It says offside line is bothering me. We can't get caught like this twice. They both led the two goals. Okay, so in our team's defense, the second goal, it's a total ridiculous call. That was offsides by three bodies. It was like I don't know how the lineman didn't see that second goal was all freaking bullshit because that goal shouldn't have counted. That goal, it's not a goal, bro. That goal, honestly, it just counted because it's a preseason game and we want to give the fans a show, something to rave about, something to go home excited about after spending all the money and watching the game and coming to the stadium and watching and getting up early, whatever. But honestly, it's just a meaningful. It's not a mean. It's a meaningless game per se. But the second goal with a bar does not count. So in reality, man, I get what you're saying, but the second goal, it's still the line working to perfection. So if you want to say the first goal, then I agree with you. But the second goal, come on, that's not a goal. That goal shouldn't have counted. But yeah, we are so deep. The second team look even better than the first. Yes, exactly what I said. But let's be honest. Let's be fair and slow down a little bit because this is very very common. This is literally like going to the doctor and saying, you know what, I'm sneezing, I can't breathe, and I think I have allergies. The doctor's gonna say, you know what, that's normal, man. You do have allergies. You need to take medication for your allergies. It's the same thing with preseason games. It's a normal symptom when a second unit is working harder because they want to earn a spot into the squad for next season. And the actual starters, they're not trying to get hurt. They're not trying to get injured before the regular season, and they're taking it easy. They just want to they want to go slow, like really slow, and then the second unit comes in hungry and they just want to earn a spot. So that's kind of why this always happens. So big up, man. I like the stream for my guy a la Biscal Varsa, dude. I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say what you wrote, man. I can't wait to get Bernal back. Dude, did you guys see that video of Mark Bernal just freaking killing it on a drill where he just knows where to go, two steps ahead of the game? Yeah, honestly, that was just incredible. Guys, let me see if I can find the ratings on FootMob because earlier I was looking for it and I just couldn't find it, and I wanted to see what the ratings were gonna be. But yeah, maybe SofaScore will have the ratings because I don't know why FootMob doesn't have them. Let's see, do we even see Barcelona here? Um, yeah, we don't. Let me see if I can find the game. Yeah, it looks like it looks like they don't do preseason game. Oh yeah, here it is. Okay, cool. Yeah. So we got the guys. We got the ratings. So that's good. Let me see. Yeah. All right. So we got the ratings. So let me pull it up. In the first half, Barcelona. Okay. So we basically had our starting 11, or number one starting 11. If you would have woke up out of a coma at 4 a.m. in the morning and tuned into a Barcelona game, you would have thought that this was a Champions League game, because Barcelona, we had every single started, right? Right, we had the only player in this starting 11 that I don't think would have started on a very important game. Um, it would have been Araujo, right? Because Araujo, he's not a starter. What I think we would have seen Inigo Martinez if this game was do or die. It would have been Kubarsi, Inigo Martinez again. I think let's start from the goalkeeper. I think goalkeeper, nothing to do. All the two goals got scored on John Garcia. The first one, it's a banger, like literally on the small box, and it hits the post upright, and then it goes down. There's nothing that he can do. The second goal should have been offside. So in reality, yeah, he in the books is gonna say two. He got scored on twice, but in reality, it should have just been a one goal. But yeah, if we get to Kubarsi, I thought Kubarsi. Oh man, I'm a little worried just because it's preseason, right? I can't take too much of it, but Kubarsi didn't have the best game. I didn't think Kubarsi was good tonight. That would be the second game that I've seen Kubarsi not play great. And also, I think Araujo, like I said, don't get me started with Araujo, man. Again, he has the makings of being one of the top CBs in the world, and he just doesn't want to work. Dude, if I am Araujo, how am I going to let Gerard Martin come in the second half and take my spot and play better than me? I'm not going to let that happen. I'm not going to allow it. No way, no how, in freaking hell. And then he allows it. He allows it. I just don't understand it. And then somebody here says, Christensen. Yes, let me highlight you, brother. Somebody said Christensen, Inigo Christensen. Everyone's talking Christensen. Yeah, Christensen. What a banger, dude! How did I not? When I was talking about the first half, I never talked about the second half, and I should have talked about. And as a matter of fact, I probably should just do that because that's what I should have done, dude. In the second half, right? Gets a great pass out of the back from, I think it was Mark Casado who gets the assist, and bro, what a banger, dude! I am gonna be fuming furious, okay? I'm gonna be fuming furious if Christensen leaves the club, because there's no way in hell we're gonna find somebody as good as Christensen, so clinical. He's like a dude on defense. Has he ever made a mistake? Has he ever made a mistake, guys? Let me know in the chat. Has he ever made a mistake? Because Christensen not only gets that banger from outside the box, it was an incredible shot. It was amazing. And when I saw that thing, as soon as he hit it, I was like, man, that rocket. And it goes in, man. I was incredible. Unbelievable. Christensen, we need Christensen for next season. I want Flick to try out Christensen and obviously Kubarsi, because Kubarsi is the future. I don't want Inigo. I don't want Inigo there because Inigo is too old, and he had a good season last year. But I want to see what you guys are saying about Christensen, because I thought Christensen was incredible, and I don't want to see him leave the club. That would just be nuts. If Christensen leave, if they sell Christensen, we are rooting for Deco's. Oh yeah, dude. Sometimes it's not necessarily going to be a sporting director thing, but yeah, you're right. It's his problem to deal with the roster. So if this is happening, then obviously, dude, if Christensen leaves, Christensen cannot leave just because, dude. Dude, I saw Araujo once again make a mistake today. So I've seen enough, dude. I've seen enough. Call me crazy. I'm on pro Araujo, but Araujo just keeps doing the same thing over and over and over again. I'd rather see Araujo leave than Christensen, even though Christensen is older. But because, dude, we gotta cash out on Araujo as soon as we can, dude. As soon as we can. Let me see if I can move the chat over here, since I forgot to put the title to put the title there. Says Kubarsi. Says Kubarsi is good, but he hasn't been in his best form. He makes some bad mistake. Yeah, that he hasn't started the season really well, to be honest. Like that's what I was saying. Like I know it's just a preseason, and I know he's very consistent all the time, but he hasn't really played that well all preseason games. For 2 seasons, 2 games so far, I haven't seen his stuff being that good. So yeah. So as far as the protagonist that I was talking about, guys, Ferran Torres gets the player of the match off the bench with 2 goals. First goal, banger. Second goal, great goal. I mean, that's the thing with Ferran Torres. You know, he's very clinical. He knows how to find the back of the net. That's all you can ask a striker. And that's why I have a huge problem with Aston Villa trying to come in here and try to see if he can get Ferran Torres at 40 million. Get the hell out of here, man. That's so disrespectful. So freaking disrespectful to offer 40 million for Ferran Torres. Ferran Torres just knows how to get to the back of the net, and you just can't do that, man. Not especially for that price. You got to pay upwards. By the way, let me know, Chad. I want to know. Would you guys let Ferran Torres go for 70 million? Because 70 million is where it gets interesting. I think we can really go after someone like Isak for the next coming up season if we can make that kind of cash on Ferran Torres. But Ferran Torres was good today. He was really good. Kubarsi cannot defend. Well, it's not true. You don't make the national team there, right? Especially the Spain national team, if you can't defend, right? You have to be good on defense to be able to make it to the Spain national team. He hasn't played great the last couple of games. Now last season, I thought he had made his fair share of mistakes as well. So we need to be monitoring the situation. But I'm not panicking yet. This is just a preseason, guys. Let's not be toxic, man. Let's give our players the benefit of the doubt. Let's not be toxic. It's just a preseason game at the end of the day. It's not a big deal. We don't need to say that our players are not playing great. But because it's just kind of pointless. Esteban, what is going on, my friend? It says Christensen is stopped. Christensen should start, man. He's miles away from Araujo. Yeah, but Araujo was not starting. He just started today because we're trying out everybody. But yeah, I agree. I think Christensen, dude, if Christensen is back to his form, he's like a safety blanket, dude. He's like a defender. Let's say there's a counterattack, and Christensen is in front of the player. I just feel safe, man. I don't know about you guys. I just feel safe. I just feel like my defender is going to do what he needs to do, whatever that thing may be, whether that's making a foul, whether that's you or the ball, whether that's you and playing defense or guessing where you're going. Christensen, dude, don't get me freaking started. Christensen is so good. What is up, Chavo? What is up, Takara? Chavo has been active here. It says, in Inigo, then sub, and then Christensen, because it's the past injury. I don't want to have to play him 90 minutes. Yeah, that's a good point. But, you know, at some point, you're going to have to start showing that you can play a whole season, too. Bro, chill out about Kubarsi. Yeah, no. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not bashing on Kubarsi, but I'm saying today he didn't have a good game. Last game he made a terrible mistake. But you know he got a 6.4 tonight. Just to give you an example, Araujo had a 6.7. And that's with me thinking that Araujo was the one who made that mistake in the goal. So that speaks volumes. I'm not gonna lie. Flick is probably training Martin to take over from Inigo. Yeah, no, I don't want that. Guys, 226 people watching. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. 335. Let's get to at least 340 subscribers. And guys, please like the stream. Let's get to 100 likes. Either we have 228. We should have at least 100 likes. We should have at least half of the audience liking the stream so we can get to more people. That helps me out so much, guys. You guys have no idea how much I appreciate you guys smashing the likes. Also, guys, so it says Christopher Nika says Christensen found his form. Yes, but last season, at the end of the season, also he had a very, very good game as well. So the last couple of games that he played last season, I thought were incredible. So I don't know why we were thinking about moving away from Christensen. I think if anything, Christensen has shown that he's worth it, man. That he's really that guy. We need to start a protest against Deco. I know, dude. A lot of people are under this Deco out. I tend to be more of a supporter. I tend to be more of a benefit of the doubt. But it's been hard to defend Deco as of late. So I would understand anyone who thinks that he should go. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, and most definitely leave a comment. Yes, thank you, Stefan. Thank you for the support, man. That's guys like you guys, man, who always smash in the chat, getting in the chat. I really makes this so much more enjoyable. What's the point of just speaking to the camera? That's what I love about live streams, and this is why I'm doing the post game show, because I want to. I just want to talk to you guys, and this is really what I want to do. But guys, all right. So before I get to the rest of my chat, right? Let's get to the ratings, and let's talk about the rest of the players, because I haven't done it yet. So I thought that Balde, again, showing me more and more and more of that Balde we all love, right? Going down the flank, cutting inside, and just taking on two defenders in one play. I thought that was the best play of Balde's game, and it didn't account to anything, but it was just kind of reminder of the kind of player that he is. Even though he didn't have the best game, he can still show you a lot of good flashes of how good Balde can be. And I thought that today, even on defense, he was getting back on defense extremely well. I don't know, 6.2 seems really low to me on Balde, but you guys let me know what you think of Balde. But what about Frankie? What do you guys think about Frankie? He had a 6.6, which in my opinion, I don't know why he's got such a low rating. He had 97% accurate passes. He was making a lot of through balls, a lot of progression passes, to connecting to the attacking the lower third. So I thought that he was actually better than a 6.6. I'm not sure why he's showing 6.6 when he had 97 accurate passes. Dude, he connected 60 out of 62 passes. That was a very good game. I know Pedro Gonzalez, what else can we say about him? I mean, every single game, like I said, he's Amazon Prime, always delivers, always on time, and it's always giving you what you need. And that's why I'm going to call him Amazon Prime. He had a 92 passer rating. See, that's what I mean. It was a little lower than Frankie, and I thought Frankie was really good on those the last third passes, right? Connecting to Lewandowski, connecting even to Dani Olmo in many instances. I thought but you guys let me know in the chat, what do you guys think of our double pivot? I thought it's so insane that we have Pedri and Frankie to conduct the middle of the field. This was basically the first half where we had our starting 11. Rafinha, 7.2. I thought Rafinha was good. The best play of the game for Rafinha was that big run he made down the left flank where he hit Dani Olmo in the middle of the box, and Dani Olmo chooses to shoot it and misses when he had Lamine Yamal down the right, and Lamine Yamal would have scored that very easy. That was the best Rafinha play, and I thought that he had an okay game, but he's just giving you those Ronaldinho vibes with the headband, with the curly hair, long hair. Rafinha, man, he looks like Ronaldinho. If you guys have watched Ronaldinho, let me know too. But Dani Olmo, guys, 7.1. Okay, so I got my thoughts on Dani Olmo. He gets the assist. He should have had 3 assists in this game. It was so frustrating because Dani Olmo, sometimes he lacks the control. But once he controls the ball, like I said, he picks up a ball and in the box, in the middle of the box. No, I'm sorry, not the middle of the box, in the middle of the field. drives and attacks an amazing room of spacing and just drives all the way through on that first when he hit, and then he waits for the defender to come in so that he can hit Lamine Yamal. Lamine Yamal takes the shot, hits the post, Lewandowski scores. But that was all Dani Olmo as well. So I got to give him credit where credit is due. That Dani Olmo had a great play there. But other than that, he did have a lot of plays where he either lacked control or lacked just the passing and making the right play. And that's my only knock. If you're Dani Olmo, bro, Dani Olmo, you're not here to just give me goals. You're here to connect with Lamine. You're here to connect with Ferran, with Lewandowski, with Rashford, with Rafinha, and you're looking for self glory. I don't like that. You're looking to score. I don't like it because at the end of the day, I want to see him connecting to with the teammates, and in that play specifically, he should have hit Lamine Yamal, and Lamine Yamal would have had a hat trick. And chat moving like Vini. Get the likes. Yeah, dude, get in the chat and hit the likes, man. We are 92. Let's get to 100 before the end of the stream. We're not nearly close yet, guys. So don't worry. I'm gonna get to my second unit, and then we can think about ending the stream. But yeah, no, I want to see what you guys are saying about Olmo. If you guys give me an opinion on Dani Olmo, because I thought it was really interesting how he has a great plays, but at the end of the day, like, he doesn't always give you that right play that sometimes you need. But yeah, so, and then of course, I got to get to okay, so there's great speed, devastating shooting, such power, good passing, dribbling is where his danger. Defense with the team, which is good. Physically, he looks fit, able to run up and down at will whenever. I think I don't know if you're talking about Dani Olmo, and if you are, I agree. He looks very good physically, and I hope Dani Olmo can have a season where he can actually, stay healthy for most of the game. Remember, for most of the season, Barcelona hits another level when Dani Olmo is hitting in all cylinders. Every time Dani Olmo is hitting in all cylinders, Barcelona just hits another level, and we saw that last season. And unfortunately, once he came back, he didn't have those good performances against Inter Milan, which was incredible, incredibly frustrating, and so disappointing that Dani Olmo couldn't find his rhythm against Inter Milan. We needed every ounce of Dani Olmo in that tie, and we didn't get it, and it was one of the reasons why we just couldn't go past Inter Milan, unfortunately. But guys, Lamine Yamal, man, what can we say? Our number 10 finally gets his first goal. And that's the crown celebration that a lot of Real Madrid fans are kind of upset about. But what do you guys think about Lamine Yamal? What did you guys think about his celebration? What did you guys think about him scoring down the flank? Dude, it reminded me of Messi. I'm not going to lie. Like, it's just, I'm not saying he plays like Messi, but what I'm saying to you is he's that difference maker. He's that number 10. I'm telling you guys, they have that number 10 on Lamine Yamal. He doesn't care, man. He's just going to do what he does, game in, game out, bada bing, bada boom. He's always going to do it, man. He's always going to deliver, and that's why he's good at number 10. To be honest with you, he's just reminds you of that player we used to have down the right flank, crossing inside, cutting inside, and just hit the right post every single time. That's what he always did. But yeah, as far as Lewandowski, I think Lewandowski is low key in good form. I think he came back this season with a vengeance. He wants to make a statement. And quite frankly, what did you guys think of? I want to ask you guys. What do you guys think of the rumors of Lewandowski potentially leaving the club? Because if Lewandowski leaves the club, I think he's in great form. I think he's going to score a ton of goals next season. I'm expecting Lewandowski to at least hit 25 to 30 goals next season. What player is going to give you that many goals? Maybe Ferran Torres, maybe Rashford, but I'm not sure. At least with Lewandowski, I do know. But those rumors that came out, I want you guys to get in the chat and let me know if you guys actually agree with Lewandowski, if he wants to leave, or if you guys want him to stay. Honestly, if he leaves, he's gonna clear up a lot of money space, a lot of money on the books for Barcelona, so that we can register other players and potentially next season go after Isaac or Julian Alvarez. So I want you guys to get in the chat and let me know what you think. But as far as Lewandowski's game, I thought he was pretty okay. Connected 15 out of 18 passes, which was good. Didn't have much anything else though. Didn't have shots on goal, which I didn't like. I really did wanted to see a little bit more poise from Lewandowski. I'm lacking that. But when it comes to build up play, hitting teammates, assisting, I think he is good. 'Cause he did get a goal today, which is it's that goal, the first one, and first blood, that should have been a Lamine Yamal goal, but he gets the goal anyways. But I'm lacking this. I want to see a little bit more from Lewandowski, but I don't know. I honestly, if it was up to me when it comes to next season, I'm not sending him to Saudi because no other player, striker, guarantees me to get at least 30 goals next season, and I think Lewandowski certainly does. But guys, let me get to the chat. I want to see if I can see the chat with this screen. No, I cannot. All right, so I'll just do it here. All right, guys. Thank you for getting in the chat, though. Let me read y'all now, and then after I read the chat, I'm gonna touch on the second unit. Okay, so make sure you stick around. Don't go anywhere, guys. Smash the likes. I'm 3 likes away from hitting 100. Let's get it, man. 3 likes away, so you guys can do it. I appreciate it. But yeah, it says, but the positioning has to improve. Okay, so let me see what you're saying. Great speed. Okay, so this was the last of it. So off the ball. Say Hansi can make Rashford a monster. Yes, and like I said, Rashford didn't have the best game today, but he looked more cohesive with the team. He knew when to go, where to go. Remember the second goal in the second half was all Marcus Rashford going through the middle, opening up the field, passing down the left flank, and then cross, and then there we go, boom, second goal by Ferran Torres. That was good. You guys need a better defense. Okay, so yeah, no, it was incredibly disappointing, right? I think once I said the good, the bad, and the ugly. I think my good was Lamine Yamal. My good was the offense, 7 goals. My bad was Araujo, and honestly, my ugly is going to be the defense because once again we cannot keep a clean sheet, and we should be able to keep a clean sheet. I know it's a preseason, and these teams are paying a lot of money to be able to play against these teams. So sometimes you kind of let off. You're not playing, not taking them seriously. So it's okay to let these teams score on you. It's not a big deal. But I do want to see Barcelona go back to the days where we can keep clean sheets. We did it with Xavi. That's the only knock that I have on Hansi Flick, is he hasn't been able to get this team to have clean sheets, and I do need him to start showing me a little bit more clean sheets. To be honest with you, so I do agree. We do, but you guys do too. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Like talking about Real Madrid, right? Olmo is just the same line he was at the end of last season. No, actually, I think we can't be so definitive with statements like this, especially coming into a preseason game. But yeah, Dani Olmo, I'm still need to see a little bit better. He could have played better today, but he actually played okay. I think he had an okay game. Rafinha looks like Ronaldinho, but the biggest difference I spot when he does the shimmy Rafinha, he has the same hesitation to take a player in front, and Ronnie didn't hesitate. I knew what time was on. Yeah, no, I do agree. But Rafinha is more direct. Rooney Bargi, he's going to be more twitchy. He's going to dribble a lot more. And I'm gonna get to the second unit in just a bit. I will talk about Rooney Bargi, what I thought of him. Fermin, man, I couldn't even tell he was playing tonight once again. The preseason hasn't been great at all for Fermin Lopez. For whatever that reason that may be, he has not been able to play well. But almost scoring brings something different. He can be clinical when focused. He's essential against low block teams. Yes. So he's our he's our lifeline. Every time we're drowning into these low block teams, Dani Olmo is the guy we're gonna need. So we need Dani Olmo 1,000% because he's clinical. He can get the ball in without no spacing, with a lot of attackers, with a lot of defenders around him, and he'll know how to manipulate the situation, create his own shot, and just get the goal. How many times he did it against Rayo Vallecano? He did it against Espanyol. He came through like 4 times last season against low block teams, where I think it was Valladolid, the one game that was really getting really complicated, and it was Dani Olmo. So Dani Olmo, his ceiling is really high, but it's just he lacks that consistency, definitely. Yes, you're right on Olmo, lack connection, and he should work on controlling more. Yes, his control is good. It's just it just for as good as he is, right? We all see how good he is, so we're kind of amazed by how much he lacks control sometimes. But we can see it. But he's not that he can't control the ball. But I think I know what everyone's saying about him. Says the young man is just on fire. The boy is cooking, man. Yeah, dude. I mean, you're talking about Lamine Yamal. I mean, Lamine Yamal, guys. He's just a different. Like, he gave in just like 20 minutes. He gave all Asia the show that they were looking for. This is what they want, dude. When they play up against Barca, they want to see Lamine Yamal, and they want even the people, even the fans from Seoul, they want to see Lamine Yamal cook. They want to see Lamine Yamal cook them. They're literally paying to cook them, and he did that. And Lamine Yamal, dude, he's just incredible. I don't know why everyone compare Yamal's to Didi Party to Messi. I said that. I'm not comparing. I'm just saying, going down the right flank, cutting inside, hitting stride, the second post. That's Messi every single time. I'm not saying he's Messi. We can't be these. I sorry to call you out, man, but we can't be this dumb. Like, I'm literally saying that. I'm literally saying that I'm not comparing him, and then you guys go out and say that I'm comparing him. So the Dewey thing was dumb. Question by dumb fan. Of course, he was going to choose himself. Did you want him to say someone else is better? Then okay, so it was a stupid question of a fan. Okay, so I'll say this. You're talking about what Dewey said, and I made a video on that. And I think it's okay for Dewey to say he's the best player, better than Lamine Yamal. I totally respect that. But if you go out and say that, most people who think that it's Lamine Yamal, it's going to open up a debate. It's going to open up questions. Like, it's okay for you to say that just as much as okay for me to start questioning that, because you said it. So that's the only thing that I'm saying here. And if you guys watch my video, I give my praises to Desert Dewey, and I said that he's a fantastic player. But when you go out and say something like that, it's a bold thing to say. And remember, Lamine Yamal was asked if he was the Ballon d'Or winner, if he was the best player, and he didn't buy into the questions, right? He didn't say what he really wanted to say, which I am the best, which in most cases, the media, they want to get you to say these things. And at the end of the day, to me, when you go out and say that, it's totally fine. Yeah, dude, you're confident, whatever. But opens up a conversation. That's all. They said nobody is our squad is replacing Lewandowski. Yeah, no, nobody's going to replace Lewandowski. This is my main problem. Like, yeah, it's going to open up a lot of roster spot, but it's not going to mean anything, because we don't have someone to replace except for Ferran Torres, and he can't do it consistently, especially at the nine. Dude, playing the nine is not just scoring goals, okay? It's one of the reasons why Mbappe was scoring goals with Real Madrid and still not working in the system, because playing number nine is moving CBs, it's moving defenders, it's moving, creating space for the left back, for the right back. There's so much more that goes into that. Guys, can we get to 350 subscribers? If somebody's watching and is not subscribed, please subscribe. It would mean the world to me. And guys, let's hit the like button. Let's get to 110 likes. I got 105. If you guys can help me out, 178 people watching. I can only hope that you guys can like the stream so we can get to more people. Hansi Flick really liked him, and he is not leaving the club this season. I really hope you're right. I really do. But guys, let's talk about the second unit for a minute, because honestly, oh shit, what happened here? Yeah, because honestly, I think it's worth talking about it. Okay, so first, let me see what you've seen on the screen. Okay, yeah. So the first player I need to talk about, the second unit, is going to be Szczesny. Szczesny, low key, Szczesny doesn't get a lot of goals scored on him for whatever reason. I don't know if he's organizing or what he does, but he got one goal scored on him. But at the end of the day, like, it's for example, John Garcia got 2 goals scored on him. So I'm not gonna blame or crown anyone here. But Szczesny, I think he had an okay game. Christensen, guys. We already talked about Christensen because he was one of the protagonists of the game. We're scoring that banger from outside the box. What a goal. But every time, dude, he delivers. And look at how much he just popped out of he jumped out of my screen, man. And not only because of the goal, on defense, playing the right way, they're making runs. Dude, Christensen is an unbelievable player. And if he can stay healthy next season, I think it may just be the start of getting the defense back to where it needs to be. I'm not going to lie. I rate it. That's how much I rate Christensen. So Gerard Martin, guys. Let's talk about Gerard Martins. But he replaced Kubarsi in this game. And honestly, dude, why is he playing CB? I guess if there's a time and a place to do that, it's a preseason game, right? But I guess it is a preseason game, but at the end of the day, like, why are we playing Gerard Martin, dude? I do not want to see Gerard Martin up against an important game, up against, who knows, man. Maybe this is Bayern, maybe this is Champions League, and one day we have to play Gerard Martin as a CB, man. That would be ridiculous, man. I do not want to see that. Even though, if you can see right here, look, he had Gerard Martin 6.9, and this is what I was talking about. Araujo 6.7. How are you gonna let Gerard Martin come in the second half and school you like this, and it play better than you like this? 6.7 with your body, with your speed, with your physical ability. You cannot allow Gerard Martin to take your spot. And at this point, it is how ridiculous it's starting to sound. I don't understand. I don't even know what else to say. I truly don't know what else to say to freaking Araujo, man. What the hell? What the hell, for real? If Gerard Martin is playing CB, then clearly we need a left back. I honestly don't trust Martin against elite teams. Exactly what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. But the fact that he had a better game than Araujo, it just blows my mind, bro. It just really does. But I don't know. Why it wasn't Inigo Martinez playing? I don't know if he was injured. I don't know. And my mic is too quiet, huh? I wonder why my mic is so quiet. Maybe I just need to speak more, because my mic is like, dude, it's like 90% right now. I don't want to hit 100 and hear a beep on my thing here. But yeah. So I understand what you guys are saying, bro. Like, I do. Okay, so let's talk about Hector Ford. Somebody asked me about Hector Ford. I did say that I like him. He played great defense. He played very, very good. He actually showed me something today, and I know this is not everything, right? The second unit always plays better than the number one unit. What it's What is going on? Hey, Carnage, man. What's up? Hey, by the way, I don't know if you heard me, but I did say thank you for the raid, man. I appreciate it. My volume is perfect. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe my viewers need to just turn up the volume on their phones or something. But yeah, so when we're talking about Hector Ford, dude, I'm not looking for you to just wow me and jump off the screen, but I do want to see at least to show me something. And Hector Ford, at least he showed me a good performance on defense. Rooney Bargy suffer. Rooney Bargy suffer not having that extra help on the right, and that's what kind of what Hector Ford needs to do. He needs to figure out how he can balance the defense while helping out on offense. And Rooney Bargy didn't. It wasn't a surprise that last game he had Kunde on the right flank, and he played great. This game, it's not that he didn't play great. I'm gonna get to Rooney Bargy, but I saw the difference. There was no support. There was no help on offense. So Rooney Bargy was like on no man's land. He was on an island out there. He was just working the field by himself, and he didn't have those transition plays right from the back that Barcelona likes to do. Barcelona likes their wingers to cut inside so that the right backs and full backs and everything, so that they can go around and kind of pass the ball to the flanks and then get the cross. And Rooney Bargy didn't have that, so he kept going inside, and kept going inside and passing it back, going inside and passing it back. There was no forward play because we didn't have Hector Ford playing anything on offense. He was just focusing on defense. That's just my opinion, my two cents on that. Great content as always, dude. Means the world to me, man. Such a big content creator. It means the world that you think that my content is worth watching, and I appreciate it, man. I do really appreciate it. So yeah, those are my thoughts on Hector Ford. Now let's talk Jeffrey Torrens. I think Jeffrey Torrens. Last game was a little better. Let me take a look at his score. What's his score, Jeffrey Torrens? 6 point. Oh shoot. Yeah, Jeffrey Torrens, 6.4, 6.5. Last game, Jeffrey Torrens was a 7.5. That's a lot more than we got this game. But he still, I didn't see him making any mistakes. I saw what I wanted to see from him, and most of the time, I thought that he was good. I'm not seeing anything from him that tells me that he's trending in the wrong direction. I think it's actually the other way around. He was imposing his will, his physicality. Is one player that knows how to use his physical abilities is Jeffrey Torrens, and that's my knock. Once again, Araujo, man, it just blows my mind how he doesn't use his body to body up people. And dude, this guy's on Asia, man. If I have Araujo's body, I am not gonna let you guys go past me once, freaking, not even freaking half of once. And dude, it happens to Araujo every single time, and that's my thing. So now, let's get to Marcus Rashford, guys. Marcus Rashford had a 7.4. Like I said, on the second goal, he had that build-up in the middle, which is interesting because I think it's Hansi Flick coaching him. He's coming back. He is getting the ball. He's not waiting on an island all the way down the left flank. He's coming back to the middle. He picked up the ball once again. Last game, what happened? He picked up the ball in the middle, breaks through two defenders in the middle of the field, hits Lewandowski in stride. Lewandowski hits Rooney Bargy. That's a banger. And then what happens? Again, today, picks up the ball in the middle. I am probably gonna make I'm probably gonna make a tactical video on this because once again I'm starting to see Rashford work the middle of the field as well, coming all the way back, and he does that. He picked up in the middle of the field once again and hits the flank. I think it was Jeffrey Torrens, and then Jeffrey Torrens makes the play, and we scored the second. That was the. Let me see who was the one who scored that game. That goal. That was, I believe, yeah. That was the Ferran Torres goal. The first Ferran Torres goal. That's exactly what it was, and that was Marcus Rashford. So now, let me tell you this: Marcus Rashford is not jumping off the screen right now, but it's just his second game. And not only that, but what I do want to say on Marcus Rashford, and that's going to be the same theme going forward, is that many times, many instances, we're going to see flashes of him. We're going to see moments of him. We're not going to see him every single time. Like, he's not Leo Messi, right? He's not going to be Rafinha, not at that level, at least not right now. But he's just going to be a moment. Once we hit a transition play, Rashford will be there. Once we hit a counter, Rashford will be there. Once we hit a one-on-one, Rashford will be there. And that's what Rashford does. And the one thing I love about Rashford so far is that when he's not finding the ball, I know off the ball, right? He needs to get better into the offense when he's off the ball. But what I do like seeing from him is that when he's not finding the rhythm or the ball, he comes back, and that's when he can create and pick up the ball and use the flanks to attack. And that is the one thing that I can say. And let me see if we can pull up his heat map. I want to just kind of see something real quick. Yeah, so most of the time, right? So most of the time he's going to be on the left flank. But those few times where he was in the middle is when he was creating something, making something happen for Barcelona. So now, I guess Casado didn't jump off my screen this time. He didn't have as good of a game I thought he was gonna have. He was okay, not nothing of note, to be honest. He was 6.6. I think last game was incredible. But Gavi has an 8.2. Gavi is going to be. Hold on, I got a background noise here for whatever reason. I don't know why. I wonder if it's. Oh yeah, it's like a. Yeah, it's this thing right here. Stupid. Um, But yeah, so Gavi, right? So Gavi, he didn't have the best game. He didn't have a good game, but then he scores. So his score is going. His SOFA score is going to be really high. So that's why you're looking at a 8.2. But Gavi was missing passes, playing good on defense. That's a normal Gavi game. I thought it was a very mediocre game. I didn't like Gavi's game at all. Let me see how many passes he actually connected. I guess he had a 9. So that's probably why. So he had a 94 passer rating, 31 out of 33. This is why Barcelona is so good, guys. This is why Barcelona is so good on midfield. We have so many midfielders who can have 90 plus pass percentage, which is insane. He did have the goal. He won 3 out of 5 duels, area duels. He didn't win any of them. Possession, he lost 5 possessions. Yeah. So I mean, I thought it was good, not great. I don't want to say he was pathetic, but it was mediocre, but it wasn't good. Ferran Torres, though, he has a 7.1. Ferran Torres, once again, coming off the second half and scoring 2 goals. Ferran Torres, that you can say whatever you want about him, but he's always going to find his rhythm. He's always going to find his place. He's always going to find his goals, and he's going to pick them up with little time. Once again, gets 45 minutes, gets 2 goals. That's a typical 100% Ferran Torres type of game. And then Rooney Bargy, guys. Rooney Bargy didn't have the best. He didn't really jump off my screen once again like he did last game. Last game, he looked more poised. He looked more incohesive with the offense. This game, I'm blaming Hector Fork. I'm sorry. I am going to blame Hector Fork because it's so people people don't always notice this, but a lot of times people don't say this, but having a good support on like a good right back, a good left back, gives you so much more dynamics. It gives you so much more variance. You can do so much more. You pick up a ball on the right flank. You're wide and you cut inside, and your right back is running down the seam, and you can hit him in stride so he can cross. Or sometimes he's dragging defenders when he's making those runs, and you can cut inside, create space, and take a shot. in many instances, Rooney Bargy didn't have that tonight, and that's why I'm saying I'm blaming Hector Ford a little bit on offense to lacks of Rooney Bargy, and even then, Rooney Bargy still had an okay game. I didn't see him lose a lot of balls. I did see him though when he came back on defense. He tried to pass the ball back. He made a huge terrible mistake, which is passing it back to the goalkeeper or to the CB. You never want to pass it back if you're not pinning your ears back. You have to see where you're going. And he actually hit an attacker in stride and almost scored. And Christensen was there to bail him out. And that was almost a goal there. The Seoul had a shot like in the middle of the box. He chose not to take a shot, but that was Rooney Bargy kind of turning the ball over per se, and that was totally not good. Tony Fernandez, I didn't see much of him. The few minutes that he played, Guillermo Fernandez. So Draw didn't play today. Mark Bernal didn't play today. So those were the things about the second unit. So, but yeah, I mean overall, guys, 7-3. What did you guys think of the second Barcelona preseason game? I thought it was fireworks, especially the second half. It was very expected. But now let's get to the chat, guys. Okay. So it says Tony was good. Yeah, he was okay. He didn't play that many minutes. Joe will play the next game again. Yeah, I know. And it was unfortunate. The Mark Bernal guys. I was so excited to watch Mark Bernal, and unfortunately we can't watch him. And for this preseason, we're not going, probably not even going to see him until September or maybe October. I don't know. But we want to take it slow, just like we did with Gavi. So one thing that we do know how to do really well is training staff and the physical attributes to all the players. Our team is very good when it comes to treating players, and that's why I know that we may see the best of him this season, because now we had a whole off season with Dani Olmo, and we are treating him. We are doing the same thing we did with Pedri, and I think that's going to go a long way. I'm keeping my fingers crossed that we get a full season from Dani Olmo. Where was Dro? Dro didn't play tonight. It says, yes, Gavi was good, but not great. Dro was more fit on the system. Yeah, dude, Gavi, it's a make or break season for him. This season he has to show up. I'm sorry, this season he has to. Gavi needs to get his groove back, especially after the ACL. But we can't bring up the ACL anymore. Honestly, Wirtz came back from an ACL and like nothing happened. Now that I don't expect that from Gavi, but that's a whole off season. Last season he already had a whole season to get back. Now I'm not looking to make excuses. This season he should be back to his normal self. Make money now, lose or sell Araujo and Gavi. But guys, this has been a great show, man. Please like the stream, you guys, before you guys go. I'm getting to the end of it. I'm gonna get to as many chats as I can. I really promise. Thank everyone for showing up to this post game show. Like I said, I'm gonna be doing this for every single Barcelona game. I know I'm saying every single game, but there may be a time where I can't do it. But for the most part, I will be making a post game show for the especially for the most important games, which are the regular season games, of course. I still don't understand how you think Gavi didn't have a good game with respect, dude. I mean, what's a good Gavi game? He was passing the ball around. He didn't make a ton of mistakes. He lost five. He turned over the ball five times. Don't think he didn't. There's nothing that he did that really jumped off the screen or that said. Even I think De Jong had a better game. I don't see Gavi making a lot of progression passes. Nothing to the middle of the field. I haven't. I don't see it, man. I guess we can disagree. He did have a goal, so his score is gonna be high. But I just didn't think he had a good game. I don't know. I may be wrong on that. We need people to build the system. Gavi should be traded together with yeah, I mean, I think we need to give him this season. I hope Gavi, dude. If Gavi works, I'm happy because he's a warrior, man. I'm rooting for Gavi. I'm not bashing him, by the way. Most of the time, he will be benched. Why not make money from him? Yeah, I mean, if somebody can come in, right? Yeah. Um, Rashford is not going to jump off the screen because he's not currently playing with with the first team. That's a great point. He hasn't played with the first team. That's the only knock that I have right now. I want to see Rashford with Pedri. I want to see Rashford with Dani Olmo. I want to see Rashford. I know. I think we saw the Rashford Dani Olmo last game, but I want to see him with the number one unit. You're totally right. I do. We do need to see that from him. So yeah. So Gavi does not fit our into the system. Gavi does not fit into the system. I mean, we still yet we haven't seen it yet with Hansi Flick. He hasn't shown his best form. So that's a fact. Yeah, I won't. This dude can't even spell finished. Um, yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. 112 likes. Keep smashing that like button, coolers. Yeah, dude. Let's get to 120 before I go. But guys, I thank everyone for stopping by on this show today, man. It was fire. I'm so excited. Finally, we saw Lamine Yamal crowning himself, scoring with the number 10. It's exciting, man. It's exciting times. I let the Madridistas argue about it. Let the Madridistas get into put it in their little heads and argue and not be happy that Lamine Yamal is crowning himself in a preseason game with a number 10. It just meant I'm here. I'm gonna be the new king. I am the chosen one, the heir, Leo Messi's heir, number 10. Guys, it's just funny and it's amazing. I'm here for it. Do you think Rashford will play with the first team the next game? Yes, I think if we see the same trend as we have seen of the last game, the first game, it was kind of like again the first unit with a few subs, and then the second unit came in. So this game, it was all the starting 11, regular starting 11, right? With the exception of Araujo. I think Flick wants to see Rashford. I think Flick wants to see Rashford with the number one unit for sure. And next game, a big prediction, he will be starting. And you're confident that we will register Garcia, Rashford, Rooney in time? Yeah, yeah, definitely. There's not going to be an issue with that. Plus, we have more players leaving the club, so yeah, we're definitely going to register them. Balling respectfully, Gavi was good. Okay, yeah, no, I mean, listen. You guys are here. Tell me if I'm wrong. I don't expect to be right about everything. If you guys think Gavi had a good game, let's see what Gavi's game you guys would have thought if he didn't score that goal. That's all I'm saying. Um, I'm honestly confused. Where y'all watching Gavi? He was great today. Oh, okay, yeah. So the chat, it's camera. Oh, my camera went off. Oh, yeah, yeah. Shoot, I didn't even see that, dude. Yeah, that's not good. Yeah, let me. Yeah, sometimes when I go over a certain amount of time, uh, I know my face is gonna look stupid. Let's see here. Yeah, guys, I'm gonna get to the end of the show anyway, but yeah, thank you guys for that. I know this is not gonna look perfect, but yeah. So Bernal, let's see what you guys are saying, and I'll get to the chat and then I'll bounce. Yeah, Bernal is not gonna play. Unfortunately, yeah, he's not going to play. We're slowly bringing him back. Richard, I agree. Um, Guys, thank you guys for stopping by, man. Richard, Stevan, you guys are killing it, bro. Like for real. People won't sell Gavi because first of all, he loves this club. Yeah, very few people love the club the way that Gavi loves the club. So that's why that's why we're not just going to just sell him just because, right? We do kind of want to we want to keep players like that, honestly. Flick, Magic will bring Rashford gradually. No worries. Rashford is going to become a Barca legend. Wow, that's a huge take, Stefan. That's a huge take, honestly. If you think that he's going to be a Barca legend, that would be a little bit of a stretch for me. But dude, I'm all for it. That means Barca it's good. So as long as we get that, then I'm good. Uh, yeah. Okay. So let's see. If Rashford cannot fill that left wing position, it will be the same like last season where we had nothing. No, he would fill it up, bro. Don't worry. Gavi was not bad, but Gavi was not at his top game. But Gavi will come. Yeah, yeah. His best time may come. I still have faith on Gavi. I don't want Gavi to be sold, by the way. I want Gavi to stay here another season. Guys, this has been a fire show. Let's get to 120 likes before the end. I wanted to get to 2,350 subscribers, and I got to 3,354. You guys came through every single time, man. I grow every single stream just a little bit more, and it's because of you guys. And I appreciate everyone who comes to my shows and they show up. And sorry if I didn't read your chat. I know the chat was going crazy, but guys, it's starting to get noisy around here. But guys, I'll catch you guys on the next video. Next post game show will be after Barcelona's next game. So expect another live stream like this. And yeah, guys. Sorry, my dog is going off now. So I think somebody showed up at my house. But yeah, I apologize for that. But guys, thank you guys for